Welcome back. Let's talk about another stock which is on our radar, has been in focus for last 2-3 trading sessions, PB Fintech. The stock is under pressure. Sources are suggesting that PB Fintech plans to enter healthcare sector with own hospital chain. To discuss this and more, we have Manas Agrawal, who's joining in now. He's the research analyst at Sanford C Bernstein. Manas, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, you know, the company has not really gone and denied this story that has come by. They're saying they keep exploring options. What, according to you, would be the impact? Do you think this is the right move if they go ahead and actually diversify?
Sure. Thank you for having me first up. Essentially, very little clarity from the company. They've not denied the story that was broken last night. Because we don't have a lot of details, difficult to pencil in how much impact in terms of capital expenditure or revenue. But from a strategy perspective, if you really think what they're trying to achieve, it's good for the customer, it's probably good for the hospital, it's good for the insurer. And end of the day, then Policy Bazaar should be able to get better commissions on the policies that they sell. But the question is, at what cost is all this going to come up? Is Policy Bazaar going to become a more capital intensive business model, which is not what people want to hear? And the stock price is reflecting that, down about 15+% over the last 3 days. More clarity on the business plan around this whole piece will, I think, be helpful in terms of what the plan is, what is the timeline, how much money do they intend to allocate. I think all those questions are weighing on the stock at this point in time. The company has not denied it. They've not shared much detail as well. And that's where we are from a fundamental perspective.
Manas, very good points you put forth. Number one, you've said in your note that, investors bought the stock for the high growth, strong business model and cash generation. And you say that the backward integration is a meaningful shift, from the company's capital light business model. Could you give us a scenario analysis? Of course, you don't have the numbers, because it's still not out. But what kind of scenario analysis do you think in terms of what kind of return ratios and how it will be impacted given if the company uses the cash that it has on its book to go ahead and set up these hospitals?
Sure. So return ratios, I think, are a very way off in estimating simply because we don't have enough details. But if I was to paint some scenarios, if Policy Bazaar was to build hospitals, as your report suggests, that would take a lot of cash. That is a real estate heavy business. And then there is very little right to win in that business. I think what is probably the plan and more likely to be the plan is they partnering with hospitals to tie up inventory for beds. And when customers from the Policy Bazaar insurance distribution business come in, they get access to that better treatment in that sense. And that will kickstart a better customer experience, leading to better commissions for Policy Bazaar is the probable plan by the looks of it. If they go down the path of building hospitals, I think that will be more negative. If it is a capital light way of achieving this through partnerships, that will be probably something better. Very difficult to comment on return ratios and how that all flows in. What I can say is a large part of their profit today comes in from interest income on balance sheet cash. If cash gets deployed somewhere, you will see some reduction in that, which will flow into your lower profitability. But I think if investors are convinced that this is the right plan, then people may be willing to look beyond. Because there are no details at this point in time, very difficult for people to understand and comprehend what the upside could be and what the cost of it is.
Manas, I'm going to put you on the spot. Number one, I want a short-term, medium-term and long-term view on the stock in case this particular development fructifies. And we should assume that it does, given the fact that the management has alluded to it both in Q1 and also yesterday hasn't denied it. And do you also feel, would you change your stance if the management does a rethink on this particular foray, given the fact that, the investment community hasn't really liked it?
Sure. Easy question, difficult answer. I would wait for more details to really think about how I think of the plan and what the impact is in terms of EPS or valuations. Essentially, my broad view is if it's capital light, if the communication to investors is good, I think it could work well for the stock. If not, then short term, there'll be pain. Barring this development, like the business model, we'll see how this pans out and await more clarity on this particular piece.
Completely take that on point. Manas, thank you so much for joining us. We'll wait and watch by what exactly PB Fintech does as far as backward integration is concerned. But with that, we've run out of time on this edition of Mid Cap Radar Mutual Fund Corner when we return.